Hey,
Yeah. We here.
we here.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Joshua. I don't go by Josh no more.
You don't go by Josh no more.
Nah, people call me it, but like I go by.
Oh, you'd
Joshua.
rather be called Joshua.
At one point at work, I started going by the name King, right? And it was a huge like kind of joke, but it was an affirmation when people talk to me. I thought about it like that, and then as I got a little bit more deeper in my spiritual and religious journey, I realized the name Joshua does the same thing. So I go by my birth name. And I like Joshua. Joshua is a strong man, powerful name.
Josh, where you at?
The crib.
That's where you are. You at the crib? That's the first thing that came to your mind?
Yeah.
Where you at mentally?
I'll describe it as a place that I'm excited for what's next. I'm just in a growing period. I'll say that mentally. Like I'm open to trying anything at this point. Anything positive.
How has working at changed how you think about people or your work?
Allowed me to realize that there's significance in everything and everyone you talk to. Like literally everyone. Be like the richest people in the world coming in there and they just need help with their Facebook password. You know what I mean? So it told me to like kind of not judge situations, part of like my growth.
What do you hope to achieve from your brand and what kind of impact are you hoping to make?
So I started my brand, Faith and Desire. It's a lifestyle brand. When I think of brands nowadays, it's really like one-dimensional, creating fast fashion, or they're really just in a fashion space. I created this brand to tap into my creative aspect, right, in my life, do the things I want to do. I've been designing, honestly, since like 2017, I'll say. So I have like piles of designs I've never kind of like flourished on. So Faith and Desire is me kind of just acting on that again in this place of growth where I want to give myself everything I have by investing in myself completely. My goal from Faith and Desire is definitely to grow into like a household name, right? I'm working on not just the fabric, not just the cuts of the materials, not just the designs, but down to the packaging. My website is going to be an online art museum to kind of like familiarize with other creators in that space, right? Like I'm thinking about how do we venture out? How do we bring people in to create a community around a brand? So I'm being very intentional around everything so it could become bigger than just a fashion brand. And I'll venture out into like furniture, household items. Yeah.
When should we expect that?
Right now I'm still working on the samples, so I'll say probably April, right? April we'll see a small but powerful drop. I'll say that.
And I see what you're wearing, and I know it's not for sale, but show us a little something.
So I designed this shirt earlier this year. I actually have 5 different versions of this shirt. The same exact concept, just playing around with it. You don't know what you want unless you try it, right? You just gotta venture out. You gotta try new things. This shirt specifically, cut it open. I cut it, cropped it almost, what you would say, to have an open hem at the bottom. I did DTG to this with a heat press, just to see how I felt about it because it's a little bit more affordable. And we have Faith and Desire right here. And the iconic yellow. Yellow is gonna play a huge part in my brand. It's gonna have accents in yellow with almost everything that I do. And on the back, I have Fear What You Worship written on the back in red. I love the yellow and red contrast. Not too big on the material either. It's like a little boxy, a little stiff. But I learned a lot from these 5 pieces. I learned a lot. Like I wouldn't even imagine worrying about the stiffness of a shirt, right? Because everybody like heavy shirts nowadays, but I even take that into account now.
What scares you most about starting your brand?
I think me chasing money and not being consistent, right? I'm starting this for myself and I am worried a little bit that I may not be consistent because it may not do really great how I want it, right? I'm worried that I might get discouraged through the hiccups around it. That's really my fears, like, is myself, because I feel like the sky's the limit when you believe in yourself and you put your all in. So the only person I have to fear is myself.
How do you plan to like counteract that feeling?
I just take it one step at a time, and that kind of centers me, right? Individualize each piece of my project, I'll say, so it doesn't feel overwhelming, and the creativity could just flow whenever it comes.
As we all know, you're from Brooklyn. What part of Brooklyn are you from?
I'm from Bed-Stuy. You know, like how Manhattan is like the main part of like New York City.
Yeah.
I'm jacking like Brooklyn is really the heart and soul. It may not be the main, but like Brooklyn, the like heart and soul, and Bed-Stuy is like the epitome of Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn is the real city, and then Bed-Stuy the capital of Brooklyn.
You get me? You get me? Yeah.
I hear you.
Like people would say like Flatbush, that's like for like just Caribbean people. Like Bed-Stuy, like I kid you not, people around the world know what Bed-Stuy is.
Oh yeah?
Like, yeah, like when you think of Brooklyn with the brownstones, things like that, it's probably shot in Bed-Stuy. Like I'm just saying, like you know what I mean? Not too much, but yeah.
Since you're from Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy specifically,
Facts.
what shaped you growing up here?
I think the community, right? When I grew up in a time, I don't want to say this like I'm old because I'm really not old, but it was a matter of knocking on my friend's door and asking him, yo, can he come out and play? And I'm doing the same thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? So I was younger, the only way I got to make money, right? Because we didn't come from a rich background whatsoever. I used to get up, snow days? What? We outside at 7 a.m. Who need their driveway? Who need their car shoveled out? Me and my friends waking up early in the morning. We didn't have no phones. It was no coordination. We all just knew we'll be up the next day. I used to go to the supermarket, bag groceries. We didn't have no basketball court. We used to play football in the street. We used to play crate basketball. Just go steal a crate from the supermarket or corner store and shoot a basketball. Play garbage ball. Like just shoot a basketball in the garbage the whole time. I think all those things kind of shaped me to just being resourceful. Living in the moment a lot more and being grateful. Because when I do have those things now, I just be like, nah, that's crazy. I ain't had this before. That's a fact. That's a fact.
What didn't you have before that be having you gagged now? Like,
I remember when like the 5C and 5S was lit, bro. I ain't have no iPhone. I had an Android, bro. Like people used to talk about FaceTime. Now I just look at it as like whatever, bro. I think about my haircuts even. Like when I was younger, I kid you not. When I was younger, I could show y'all a picture. My pops used to just shave me bald. It was no going to the barbershop, asking for a design. Nah, straight boldness, straight boldy. Cause yeah.
How does that, translate into you being a dad now?
I think it helped me connect it to something bigger than me. Cause I think back to the conversation around Bed-Stuy, it's like Bed-Stuy wasn't the best neighborhood growing up at all, right? So it's like different sides of it. Having my daughter slow down my life made me realize life is just bigger than me. Recognition to growth is realizing that life is bigger than you. Whether it's spiritual, having energy, vibes going off of religion, you got to connect it to something bigger than you. And my daughter helped that connection, definitely.
I feel like I've had this conversation a lot with people, but I've learned that people pay for convenience.
Yeah.
What are some things that you're willing to pay for convenience for?
Buses be killing me sometimes. So like, even though like I could technically take a bus to a train and get there, or take a bus directly somewhere, that's when you lose me. I'll pay for the convenience of a car. I'm not gonna lie. The food, I'm not gonna lie. I realized that people play with my food. One time I had a pizza delivery man like a week ago, and y'all know it snowed like a week ago. Leave my food on my steps. What? How dare you? It was snow on the floor. I was so hurt. I was like, nah, he don't even care. Like, that's why I drew the line. But like Ubers is where like I pay for convenience. Definitely. Like that's where like a lot of my money go for transportation. Now,
today, as a 25-year-old man.
26.
My fault. What would you tell like younger you?
The only thing I would pour into myself is confidence. I wasn't a confident kid growing up at all. So I used to play around, downplay myself, not take a chance on myself even when it came to sports. But like in reality, I had it. Yeah, facts. I had it. with a lot of different things. I just wasn't confident.
How do you pour into your daughter's confidence?
Affirmations is huge. I don't even play that, oh, I can't do it. Like, if she's like, I can't do it, I'm like, yes, you can, take your time. It's a million and one affirmations I give my daughter so much. Like, I overcrowd her with love. It's to the point where, like, she's not really super lovey-dovey when it comes to me, because she knows I bring it all. So, like, she might be like, all right, daddy, I don't want no kisses. Or, like, I'll be like, you know you're beautiful. She's like, all right, all right. Like, and also allowing her to make mistakes. Yeah, I think coddling also hurts kids in the long run, because they don't know how to bounce back from, like, failure. You gotta let kids try to do things difficult. She's about to jump on my bed, and she's kind of like balancing in a way. Be there so you can catch her, right? Like, yeah, don't just let your daughter fall and hurt herself, but like, don't also just balance her completely. Let her learn how to make like balance. You know what I mean? If she slips, be there for her. Even with a scooter, like let her fall here and there. You know what I mean? At first, when I taught her how to ride her scooter, she didn't even like it anymore because she was too scared that it would hurt to fall. But now we're at a place where she said, it's okay, daddy, it was just a mistake. And she gets right back up. So like that's a piece of confidence that like is huge for her.
Do you feel like that's translating into you and your brand, allowing yourself to maybe fail, maybe make mistakes?
Yeah, I tell myself all the time that like, it definitely is part of every journey is to learn and make mistakes. Like this shirt right here, like I don't think I'll ever really do much with the design for right now, but who knows, down the line I might decide like, hey, actually I want to put this on something, so I don't know yet.
What do you think Gen Z should stop normalizing?
People try to be different too hard. It's okay to be different, but like when you're actively trying to be different, it rubs me the wrong way. Like from like clothing, like people extra dirty looking. It's like,
You not jacket the extra baggy, the holes and the rips?
no, that's cool, but like I do think there's some like people that may drag it. You know what I mean? It's just like, why are you coming out this house looking like this? Like
For fashion purposes.
Yeah, for like, oh, this is a piece from the woman's. Yeah, it don't fit you. It was never meant for you to wear that. Like, I guess you could wear it like that, you know? They normalize trying to be different so much. People might say the most outlandish, stupidest thing ever just for clickbait. Yeah, that's annoying. Man, annoying.
Do you think men are allowed to be judged?
I think men are OD allowed to be judged. I think it's the other way around. Like, women can't be judged. I think men, they go their whole life with being judged. So I think it creates way more insecurity than people realize. Because I know guys that's very insecure. So they might lead with money, they might lead with status, they might lead with looks, you never know. But that all stems from like insecurities. That's why when people like, oh, you not like that, when people be saying that, some people really don't be like that. They really don't. Like, they like, oh, he not even like that. Yeah, people see through it a lot.
You think men be out here faking their personalities?
Yeah, to fit in. Yeah, 1,000%. I see that all the time. People don't even be interested in certain things, they'll be there. Like, I've seen guys outside that don't even drink for real. Drinking OD just to be down. You know what I mean? Like, or don't even smoke. You'll see how they smoke. That they don't do it often, but they'll be indulging in smoking. You know what I mean? Like when they really don't have to. So I see people who like scam or do fraud coming from good homes. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do that. Like nothing shaped you to do that other than your friends.
Have you ever faked your personality?
I think so. I think everybody probably did a little bit to fit in. Definitely more before, because I'm a firm believer now. Like I am who I am, and that's really it.
How do you feel about hustle culture now?
I mean, I respect it. I respect everybody hustle as long as it's not hurting other people. Like I remember I got off the bus like 6 months ago and some little boy in high school robbed this lady phone. I was like, bro, I could chase after him, but like, damn, that's mad work. Like, I felt so bad for her. She was like, no, but It's like, bro, it's over. He gone. He had a head start. Everything, ran behind and grabbed it. I think stuff like that is OD. Like, I get you're hustling, but like, come on, do something else, bro. Let people be them. Stop being weird. Support your friends. Build communities. Network. I think that's the way to win in life. I think people, especially in black culture, get into the idea of just feeling they can get off the mud and, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that to fit in, or I need to do this to do this. It's just like, be yourself. I think everyone has a superpower, but you would never be able to tap into it if you're not authentically like living your life. Don't tell these celebrities happy birthday. Tell your friends happy birthday. Repost their stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it's just simple stuff like that. And if you're not connecting your life to anything bigger, I think you're drifting in life. You're doing anything. You're doing anything. Like, for me, and I think higher purpose find you at the right time. Just hope it's not too late for a lot of people. Yo, where y'all at? Sorry.